for joining me for day 21 of the 31 days of BPD, and this is managing an episode part 2, communicate. So yesterday we talked about being at that really intense, super level, high level of emotion, and the first part is distance. So we're taking ourselves away from that emotion, just sort of our body almost saying, no, stop emotion, stop. And we went through those processes. So today we're going to look at communication, which is part 2. So we've distanced, now we need to start communicating how we're feeling. Now this is probably, I think, my hardest area. I really struggle to sometimes communicate my levels and communicate how I'm feeling, but I tell you what, when I do, it makes everything so much easier, not just for me, but for my family members and my carers. So, communication. 1. Communicate your emotions. So you distance and now you're saying how you're feeling. And what you could do is write down a list of words, loads of emotional words, emotive words, and then pick out ones that you feel, if you don't want to think about it at the time. So you could have a sheet ready prepared with different words on. Or you could just kind of go with, see how you're feeling. So let's take depression again. So at level 5 depression, and I will reiterate that when I'm at level 5 depression, I am more likely to reach for self-harm, suicide, or for reckless, dangerous behaviours. So what are your emotions? These are your emotions. These are feeling words, feelings that you have. So you could put sad, angry, depressed, desolate, all sorts of words. Do not, and at this stage again, do not judge or criticise. This is the same as part 1. Do not judge or criticise. You are again trying to step away from getting that level down, trying to step away from the emotion. So you don't want to then add more emotions onto that as well. So by saying, not judging them and not criticising them, and you're not saying they're right or wrong, you're just saying how you feel. And because it really does help. You say, I'm sad, I'm angry, I feel like I wanna hurt myself, I feel this, da 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 da. So you've got that first level, 1, communicating your emotions. Do as best you can, say as many words as you can, or even one word, but just get those words out because it'll help you identify how you're feeling. 2, communicating your thoughts. So we've talked about how we're feeling, now we're talking about our thoughts. And I want to tell you something that I was told on my STEPS course when I did it, that a thought is a thought, not a fact. And that's exactly what it is. But when you're at level 5 or even level 4 of an emotional intensity episode, your thoughts will be probably really, really either evil or nasty to you, and they could be judging you, criticising you, blaming you. We want to stop all of that, but we want to just say what thoughts are going through your head. Don't put a name, don't judge them, but put a name on them. So even if it's like, I hate so and so because they've triggered me, I hate my life today because this, and this. Again, a thought is a thought, not a fact. And make sure you do not judge your thoughts, because they're just your thoughts, but you want to get them out at this level. So you've got your emotions out, your thoughts out, and then we come to part 3, communicating physical sensations. Now let's say you could be level 5 of sorry, I keep using the same ones, but sorry, what's in my eye? Level 5 of anger. So you could be feeling, actually no, let's say level 5 anxiety. Level 5 of anxiety. Are you hot? Are you clammy? Are you starting to sweat? Are you physically feeling more like there's adrenaline going through you? Are you feeling hyped up? Are you feeling tense? Are you feeling, you could be shaking. I know sometimes when my anxiety gets really bad, it does cause me to shake. And again, you're not allowed to judge these physical sensations. You can't say, oh, I'm shaking, but I shouldn't be. No, none of this shoulds and none of that stuff. We are communicating our physical sensations. So we've communicated our emotions, we've communicated our thoughts and we've communicated our physical sensations. Now, sorry, I'll just give you some examples of physical sensations. Apologies. Nausea, lump in the throat, headache, tingling, numbness, lightheaded, blurred vision, shortness of breath. All of these can happen if you're having, some of those could happen, if you're having a panic attack. And you know, and your episode could take you to that level to have a panic attack. So what you're doing here, I'll just reiterate and sum up, you're identifying each thing. You're identifying your emotions, your thoughts, and your physical sensations. You're not judging them, you are not criticising them, you're just literally saying how things are. Just getting it out, because what happens with BPD is you can get into this place, and then because your emotions are so high, you almost lose the ability to, like I say, think rationally, talk rationally, behave rationally. So if you're at that level and you're not able, when you're at that level, it therefore means you're not able to communicate. So what we need to do is first of all do the distance and then start to communicate. And even if it's one word, it could even be a name of a film, it could be anything, just getting that communication out is really key for you to then identify what's going on. We then go to the next phase of challenging, which I'll be talking about tomorrow. Thank you for watching today. It's been day 21 of the 31 days of BPD. Please join me tomorrow for day 22. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, take care now. Cheers. Bye.